everybody, welcome to the final episode of Alice Madness Returns. We are entering chapter 6. Alice is just about to approach Dr. Bumby and we're gonna get the truth once and for all. Then we're gonna kick some booty and we should be done. Alright, let's go. I hope you're ready for this. We have to finally figure out what these ghost children are up to. I want to look around, I'm so curious. Houndsditch Home for Wayward Youth. Dr. Angus Bumby. His first name's Angus? I did not know that until now. For Wayward Youth. Okay, so clearly that's how he's getting his product that he's trying to manipulate and sell. These poor kids, like they have numbers on them. Like does Bumby auction them off or something? Ooh. Alright. It's like we'll... Oh! Do I want to read that sign? I kind of do. I'm gonna run back and check. Machine-made corsets, direct from Paris. I thought that would be a little bit more relatable. Like, I thought, this figure here was Alice in some way, and it was gonna reveal more secrets about her, but guess not. Back I go! So are you kids dead, or are you like... Ugh, you're so empty looking. I mean, it could see through you, so of course you're empty. But is this sort of like a spirit thing? Like these were the souls of the kids that Bumby has manipulated over his tenure as a doctor? Oh my gosh, that sign's right here. I could have just read it. Where are we? Train station? You fool, you're trying to leave.
You oozing sore of depravity! Children wearing their names around their necks as if they're breeding livestock.
A
You
declaration
tell 'em.
of their pedigree. You could use one. They're proud to display their provenance.
You brute! They can't remember who they are or where they're from. How many minds have you twisted into forgetfulness?
Not enough. Yours would have been a triumph. Still, you're an insane wreck. My work is done.
True. If she's classified as insane, who's gonna believe her? Are you gonna believe the person who's been in the asylum twice, or are you gonna believe the child doctor? The Infernal Train. Of course we're on a train, and that small bit of reality took place at a train station. Oh, it's like a castle! And it is on the move. Okay. Hatter.
Hatter, I must stop this infernal train and the evil force that drives it.
Everything's a nail, is it, Miss Hammerhead? First it was all search, freighted with fear and fragmented memories. Now it's the train. Never time for tea. While your brain's on holiday, we're ruined. Now we're all mad here, and that's a good excuse for going to hell in a teapot, but not for forgetting what your senses saw. Forgetting is just forgetting, except when it's not. Then they call it something else. I'd like to forget what you did. I've tried, but I can't.
You've used me and abused me, but you will not destroy me.
No, the damage is done. The old Alice and her Wonderland retreat are demolished. You can't even recognize what's happened, and you're powerless to change it or move against me. I've made certain of that. come to receive your punishment then?
I know I'm guilty of something, but punishment never suits the victims of the crime.
Abuse is a crime the strong visit on the weak. And you're right, abusers are insufficiently punished for the damage they do. Those who witness abuse without seeking retribution for the harmed pay a penalty. Your own pain mitigates your failure to act earlier, but you may not yet have paid enough for witnessing the pain of others.
Yikes. It's like one last jab at manipulation there.
You corrupted my memories,
Oh.
but you failed to make me forget.
I could have made you into a tasty bit. Clients out the door waiting for a piece from a raving, delusional beauty with no memory of the past or no sense of the future. But you wouldn't forget. You insisted on holding on to your fantasies. You're mad, like your sister.
Don't speak of her. You didn't know her.
Your sister was a tease, pretended to despise me. She got what she wanted in the end.
My Lizzie, what is this train's destination?
Madness and destruction. You shouldn't ask questions you know the answer to. It's not polite. And that noise wasn't Lizzie talking in her sleep.
Oh, no. Oh, poor Lizzie.
And there are no centaurs in Oxford. Make your survival mean something, or we are all doomed!
Oh, he saw Alice when she witnessed what he did. So when she saw the queen, she's like, my Lizzie. So was the queen supposed to be a version of Lizzie? Like, I assumed that the queen was a smaller, like, Alice's younger self in a way, where she kind of like had conflicting personalities almost, trying to figure out who's going to take control of her head or not. I mean, it could have been Lizzie, but I don't think so. And Bumby's blaming Lizzie for what? For her murder? That's not fair. Not sure why I'm looking around. There's nothing to collect here other than the truth. Oh no! You're destroying your own train! Oh gosh. Okay. He has a hand with a baby face on it.
The past
It's full of ruin.
paid for.
I got squished! Already? Okay, so I can only get the face when it's white. Can I avoid him? What are your attacks like? Your nails are gross, dude. I really don't think I could do anything. Then avoid him. I want that flower there. Oh shoot! I went right into that! Haley, you fool! I'm gonna try and avoid those guys.
Could you kill a fly?
Oh, I'm trapped. Oh, my health is so low already. What's stronger, do you think? The Vorpal Blade?
Significant.
Okay, now what? There's no face on it.
The cost of forgetting is high.
Okay. So there's a second hand. How many phases are there? I just keep fluttering. Purple blade. What happened to your ring finger, dude? Oh, he got me crap. Oh no! What was that? Give me health or something, please. Alright. Is it me and you now, dude?
Make believe Avenger.
2 hands? What do I do? What do I do? Leave me alone. Alright. My guess is I just have to avoid them. Shoot. Gosh, they take so much of my health. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Shoot! No! I don't want the health!
Pretender.
Give me this. Show me that ugly tongue, dude. I'm gonna shoot them babies off. No! Can I hit them at all? Jeez. I didn't get any help for that. Okay, okay. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Please, let me get this. Is that the last one? Please tell me. Oh, I did it, I did it, I did it. My first try too. Helps I'm playing a normal. Alice, you're in your blue dress? In the asylum?
I'll see you charged. In prison, some half-wit bruiser will make you his sweetheart.
Ha!
And then you'll hang.
Indeed. A hysterical woman, former lunatic, roaring outrageous accusations against a respectable social architect and scientist. My God, Alice, who would believe you? I scarcely
Yeah, I made
believe
that
it
point
myself.
too.
You, monstrous creature. Such evil will be punished.
By whom? By what? Psychotic, silly bitch. Your madness will be punished. Now leave. I'm expecting your replacement.
Don't go through the legal system. It's been against you, girl. Boop. Oh, is that the final key? Won't you get into trouble for murder? Did no one see? Like, it's hard to tell. Are you... Like, was that part of her wonderland or was it part of reality? Like, because if she was in her wonderland, she wasn't aware if anyone was around her in reality or not, but I assume no one saw, so she can just get away with it. So now that we're back in Wonderland, is it healing?
Ah, Alice. We can't go home again. No surprise, really. Only a very few find the way, and most of them don't recognize it when they do. Delusions, too, die hard. Only the savage regard the endurance of pain as the measure of worth. Forgetting pain is convenient. Remembering it, agonizing. But recovering the truth is worth the suffering. And our wonderland, though damaged, is safe in memory for now.
Right. And credits, guys. Original concept by American McGee. Yeah, American McGee made the first game. Doing some research on the game while I was recording this series. It seems a third Alice game is in the works called Alice Asylum. I think it was supposed to come out, or at least be mentioned and start marketing for it in 2018, and then that got pushed back to 2020, and then, you know, world events happened. I haven't really heard anything else since, but Alice Asylum seems to be floating around there. So I'm curious, does that take place after this game? Is it part of her, I guess, punishment from having murdered Dr. Bumby? Does it reflect more on her time at the asylum prior to the game? I have a feeling it's leaning more in that direction. Okay, we are going to sit through these credits. Not sure how long it's going to be, but it's a good conclusion for this first series so far. Got a lot of content out of it. Overall, what I liked while making this series is I find the pacing in the game was very good. Like, I didn't have to do much editing, cutting out any low sections without sacrificing portions of the game required for the story. So when you're actually playing as Alice, you'd have a bunch of breaks in between. Like, it would either go from more of a little adventure puzzle section to a fighting section, and it just kind of kept alternating between the two. It kept a nice pace. The executives, I think those are the same as the director and the original concept. And music ended. I'd appreciate more music though. Like, I really enjoy the soundtrack for this game. So this game was also created in 2011. You can tell it has quite a few bugs. Like I'm running it through Steam, so every time I launch the game, which I don't think it was Steam's fault, but it's possible. Every time I launch the game, it'll go through like the opening creators of the game, get you to the main menu, and then when I hit like continue to go on with the story, it would just crash. So I normally had to launch it twice each time I wanted to play. And then just more annoying things throughout the story of how the enemies would get stuck. Like whenever I threw down the clockwork bomb, they would kind of get confused and just sit there, not really transition to either their next attack or something I can do while they're distracted. And it's not like they'd attack the clockwork bomb and receive the damage when it exploded, which would have helped me as well. But no, I had to interfere for a few of those. Biggest pet peeve? Falling off the map, but that's my own issue. Clumsy in real life, clumsy in game. Makes sense. I'd mess up the keys a lot. That was a bit of a curve. I think it just took me long to get used to them again. But I think overall, since I first started playing this game, I might have played it 10 times so far. And it's kind of like watching another movie or a TV series. How like you watch it the first time, but you don't always get all the information and you're not really sure what's going on. But even after like the 10th playthrough or so, or doing my research while playing this game so I can share more about it with you guys, it's like I keep learning more. It's great. There's always just those tiny little details. Oh, what's that? Spicy babies? That's a little weird. Makes sense for the creator Spicy Horse, though. Yay. Alright, what else do I wish to discuss? So I think I was about, was it 94% complete the game before I continued through to chapter 6. So I'm assuming I did get a bit more percentage completion after completing that chapter and getting that final key to unlock the truth and just finishing off the story. At the beginning you could see there were a few things, a few collectibles I've missed throughout this whole playthrough, and I've decided, yes, I'm gonna make a bonus episode. I went through my footage, tried to map out which ones I missed so I know like exactly what I have to get. And as I proceed through those sections, I'm going to try out some of the different dresses. They each have like different abilities on them, and I'm going to put all 4 skins on the weapons, which also grant additional abilities. I think that'll make getting through those sections much quicker. It'll add a little bit of flavor to what you've seen so far. And then, yeah. It'll be great. I'll 100% the game, satisfy the completionist in me, and you guys if you're curious. So overall that was 2 bottles. No. 2 memories and 3 bottles. So I will be replaying just those sections until I can get to those objects that I've missed. I'm mostly gonna have to replay Chapter 1, which is Hatter's Domain, because I missed 2 items there, a memory and a bottle. I think the memory I have to play a bit more, but the bottle I missed right in the beginning, and that drives me nuts. Chapter 2, the underwater one, did that 100%, so I'm not going back there. Chapter 3, I missed a bottle early on. Not even going to get to Oriental Grove, I just have to play through the Vale of Dew to get that. Chapter 4 in Queensland, that was about the same. I have to play through the whole card section at the beginning, and there is a specific path I have to take down the slide in order to get the one bottle. So like I completely missed it my first playthrough because I was just like randomly like, oh yeah, I'll go this way, this way, this way. But no, I have to follow a specific path to get that bottle. And then chapter 5, the dollhouse, the one I was really hoping I could collect everything on, and I'm really dreading having to play through most of that horror again. I'm gonna have to replay it, play a big chunk, because I missed a memory in that one, quite far in. So, luckily I know how the puzzles work. I'm gonna avoid whatever enemies I can. We'll get through that incredibly fast. EA Italy. I'm assuming we still have quite a ways to go with the credits here. It's all good. So, I'm also recording this video well in advance from when you guys are all gonna see it. I will be jumping into the next game really soon. My plan is I want to get a lot, maybe like 5 or 6 episodes of the next game I want to play. I want to get those out before Halloween. Just to help you guys with timing. Should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I have like a whole to-do list of a lot of my favorite games that I own that I'd love to share. You're probably not going to see me play anything fresh and new to myself for a while. Like if there's interest in something coming out, then maybe. Like honestly, I think we're gonna be backed up for a while. I mostly just want to play storytelling type games. I get more invested in the story and all the little details and the plot and the characters. I love that. The gameplay, yeah, goes hand in hand with that, but doesn't always hold my interest. Like I feel like gameplay based games are more entertaining with friends, whereas like story based games, like I just get so immersed in it. I'm proud that this first series that I chose for the channel, I am doing the completionist part of it. Otherwise that would drive me nuts. I'm not sure if that's something I will want to do with games down the line. Considering the games I have planned are ones that I have played all the way through before, some of them I have done completion runs for in the past. I'm not sure if I will do that for each one. But we'll just totally have to see what my mood is like at the time. Or I guess your feedback, like if anyone wants to see me try and like complete something, sure, yeah, cool, I'll consider it. Other things includes like different levels of difficulty. I honestly find just playing a game at either casual or standard difficulty a lot more enjoyable of an experience. Like I don't want to be like stuck trying to figure out puzzles or being like dicked over by some super hard boss where I just can't proceed. I really don't like that. I feel like I don't make any progress that way. Oh, a lot of names. However, back to the difficulty that I was talking about. I am open to challenging myself every now and then, but more often than not, I'd rather stick to something I feel like I can reasonably accomplish, not something where I have to dedicate too much time out of my day to just struggle at the same section all the time. Like, if I want it to be a good experience, then yeah, I'm gonna play on a difficulty that I feel will give me that good experience. Is that it? Not quite. We still have the game lab. Alright. I guess I'll just keep talking. That's alright. I feel like Chapter 6, with it just being one boss, and I wasn't sure how many attempts it would take me to defeat it, but luckily I got it done my first try, so I feel like this video is going to be a lot shorter. I might combine the bonus section of going around doing the completion part. I might combine them. If not, I'll just split it into 2 episodes and I will put them out at roughly the same time. Like in between different episodes, just in case people were interested in this series, which makes me sad. I worked really hard on it, but that's okay. If they weren't interested, I did have a couple other videos that kind of like snuck in there in between, like a couple parts, such as Air Memories of Old. I have a few more to record for that, which by the time, according to my notes here, by the time that this video is complete, I should be done playing that game as well. Like I don't mind like changing it up in between, like having some smaller games while I play these larger ones. Kind of gives me like a fresh take away from it. But such as while I was playing through Alice, I was also playing through Air. So when I played like Alice, I did all my research and stuff and like goals for what I wanted to accomplish in the next episodes, or this the following episodes. But then also like I'd switch back over to Air, and I'm like, okay, well I forgot what I was doing, so I had to go back to my notes, figure like, oh yeah, this and this and this and this. These all happened. Like I don't want to play like too much and start like filling my head with too much knowledge about all these games that I'm playing like at this time. Because what if I decide to introduce another one, then that's just like something else I have to try and keep track of. So to keep it fun, to keep it somewhat simple, just gonna stick to like one main game and maybe a couple smaller ones in between, including some collaborations. Like helping out Draco Hydrus with some of his videos that have been coming out. It's like whenever he played something, I'm like, oh, well, I want to play it too, or I want to play it with him. So like that would be a lot of fun to do some more collabs in between. However, like Phasmophobia, I did a couple videos of that already. With Halloween coming up, which is my favorite holiday, I love this time of year. With that spooky season coming up, Phasmophobia might be a good game to play to help with those spooky vibes. Which I'm already kind of in, like, on my jack-o'-lantern water here. Drink your water, stay hydrated. Plus I have this adorable little black cat with a pumpkin and a witch hat. And you may have noticed, probably in a couple videos, like I got my skeleton Tiffany set up in the background. I guess I can go into some of her her story, why I call her Tiffany. I don't know. It was kind of inspired, I think, by PewDiePie a long time ago when he was playing like his first Amnesia videos. He would find like a skull and just call it Scully. And I'm like, well, that'd be really cool to have in games, just like some go-to that you can have a friend to play with you, even though if you're playing by myself. I was playing Tomb Raider, so like the 2013 Tomb Raider from I think it's called the Survivor trilogy, but whatever. 2013 Tomb Raider, I was playing that, and whenever you go into a tomb, there's just like a skeleton there, and I'm like, there are so many skeletons that I just started calling them Tiffany. Like, I don't know if the skeleton was male or female, but I didn't want to like full out copy PewDiePie and be like, hey Scully, it's you, what's up? And I'm like, no, mine's gonna be a full bodied skeleton. I feel like most people just assume a skeleton is like a guy. I'm not sure. But I'm like, know what? She's gonna be my girl, she's gonna play with me through these games. Gonna run into her all the time. So now whenever I'm playing a game and I encounter a skeleton, it's just like, hey Tiffany, what's up? So that was going on for quite a long time. Whenever I did play a game and ran into a skeleton and see her, like that's been happening for maybe like 5 or 6 years. And it was only like a couple years ago where I'm like, okay, me being Halloween nerd, like I love this season, like why do I not own a skeleton yet? So I found a plastic skeleton and I dress her up now every year. She's a trooper, she enjoys it. So yeah, once Halloween's over, I might have to pack her up again, or I can leave it. If anyone's cool with her sticking around, it's fine by me too. Uni Digital motion capturing. Okay, so if we like backtrack a little bit, all the way to episode 1, the very first episode where I played Alice, I also pointed out I wore my Alice Madness shirt. Figured it was very fitting to wear for the finale of the game too, because like, when am I gonna have a chance to wear it again? Who knows? But it was a little cold, so I had to put a matching plaid flannel on top. I did not think the credits would run this long. And I'm running out of things to talk about. Might just have to speed this up. Or not. Of course, I said that like right at the end, right when I ran out of stuff to talk about. We're in the copyright. 98 to 2011. Do they not expect people to sit through all of this? Like, it's very quiet. With all the amazing music that they had through the game, I'm surprised they didn't play more of those tracks during the end credits here. And it's done. All right. Let's check our stats now. 99 overall completion. Heck yes. Yeah, so the key at the very end was gold. Took it right off Bumby. 2 memories. 3 bottles to go. 1 more overall completion percent to get. Thank you so much for sticking through the whole series. I really appreciate your support. Please leave a like, ring the bell, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next playthrough. Bye!